If you like this video, click on that subscribe button and be notified of more great ideas. Here's the finished micrometer stand. It's made out of particle board that was 1 inch thick. It was made on the mill using a 1/2 inch mill cutter. And on the back of the stand, there is a bracket, or actually 2 brackets, that hold it on the wall. And they're made out of 1/8 by 3/4 inch wide metal stock. When you have your pockets drilled out to the right size, you'll probably want to put something like this green felt in the bottom. It looks nice. I don't know how functional it is, but you don't really need it, but it does look better. So take some construction paper, which is kind of cardboardy, put it over top of the hole that you want to work on. Got a piece of tape here. Tape it right up there on top. Now this helps if you have dirty fingers because it leaves a better mark, but you can mark the outline of your pocket. Definitely good enough to be able to cut it out afterwards just by rubbing it like this. If you can't really get a good mark that way, you could try rubbing it with the edge of a pencil. But once you've got that, you can then proceed to cut that out by just following the lines and the radiuses, which I won't waste camera time doing. And once you've got your construction paper cut out and fitted, you may find it a little difficult to get it back out of there. You might need a kind of a pointy something to pull it out of there with. And that fits pretty tight. And then what you can do is take a piece of your felt. This comes in different colors. And you want to cut this out on your felt. So you can line up with one edge here and perhaps even another edge there. And then what you'll need to do is find yourself a magic marker, a fine point one, perhaps a little like this one, and just go around the outside of this. And I think you'll find it best if you just kind of make little punch marks all the way along the line that you can follow for the cutout, because it's pretty hard to draw on this stuff. Just little punch marks all the way around. And we'll finish that and cut the green out. Okay, we followed those little punch marks and we used a pair of scissors to cut our green felt out. Now, the micrometer that fits in here is this one. As you can see, the micrometer is only going to fit when it's in the closed position, because I didn't really make it long enough to accommodate the micrometer when it's half open or fully open. That would be your choice, whatever you want to do for the fit. Now from here, we need to put the little screw pegs in to support the back end of the micrometer here. So what I did is I bought some screws. Now this box says contains 10 pieces, and they've labeled it 4 by 3/4 of an inch. Well, I have one of these screws right here, and I'm finding that these things are only 1/2 inch long and about 111 thousandths in diameter. Now that could vary. Definitely you're not confined to 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch, because what I've done here is some 3/16 brass rod. Comes in I think a 3-foot length, and it's not that expensive. But I have drilled it so that it will fit inside, the screw will fit inside the brass rod, and that acts as a stop when you put it in here. So you can get these in slot head or the Robertson screw head, which I kind of like better, which is what I'm using here. Now if you don't want to do the brass rod, if you take a look at this, I've taken some plastic tubing and just cut a slice off, and I'm going to use that for a stop. And we're going to put that in right there over top of that, or underneath rather. And I'll use an electric drill to do that. Just kind of line it up where I think it might want to go. Actually got that in a little deep right there. We can take it out. And that will be your stop. Now if you start with the larger pockets first, you'll find that you'll be able to use the same construction paper to use on the smaller ones, so you'll save on construction paper. Well, here is what the finished product looks like. We'll remove the micrometers and let you have a look at the supports on the back, because it was designed to hang on a wall. So all we've done is put a couple of brackets, and we're having it angled down somewhat like this. So the angle on your brackets will be how much angle you have on your micrometer stand. Well, this piece of press board, I wouldn't call it wood, it's like a chipboard. It's an old tabletop, and this is what I cut this piece out of to start with.